Before starting this video, a big thanks to Stacy Morgan and Mike for supporting me and helping me in doing this work. Alright, first up, a few arm wrestling YouTube channels that I wanted to talk about. First is my channel Armwrestling Newz is now changed to Armwrestling Newz. News with a Z. Because there are already two channels named Armwrestling Newz, though they don't really upload any news on it, but still. And I have now joined YouTube membership program and Patreon. So if you want, you can check the first two links in the description to help me produce more content more frequently and cover more countries with arm wrestling updates. So the second channel that I wanted to talk about is Rob Vigent Jr. So this is not a new arm wrestling channel. Rob has already uploaded a few videos before this, but his channel suddenly popped up when he uploaded a response video to Ryan Bowen. I've seen his subscriber base go from something around 1000 to over 2000 in a couple of days. Now he is uploading videos regularly for past few days. Marcio Barboza, another channel that has been around for a while but got attention very recently when he posted the back pressure lift that was made famous by Ryan Bowen and Lachlan Adair. Marcio lifted 75 kg on the back pressure lift, but his version was a little bit supinated and it was not as strict as Lachlan Adair's lift. His channel went from 400 subscribers to 1100 subscribers in a few days. And Rob Vigent Jr. also lifted 75 kg on the same lift, but he was more supinated and also dragged his elbow while doing it. But again, he did a couple of easy reps to make up for it. Third guy with his new arm wrestling channel that I wanted to talk about is the great arm wrestler Hermes Gasparini. 650 subscribers, started uploading videos a month ago. And also Levan Saginashvili, when he was in Dubai with Michael Todd, he said that when he goes back to Georgia, his brother will help him set up a YouTube channel. And I don't know if he has done that yet, but there is one guy named Levan Saginashvili who has been constantly uploading TikTok videos, but these videos are not getting views. It might be him because the videos seem legit, but I don't think it should be that difficult for Levan Saginashvili to get views on YouTube because he could just share a link on his Instagram where he has more than 60,000 followers and he'll instantly get the subscribers and the views. So that channel may be a fake. I will give the links to all the channels in the description box. These are the legends of our sport, so please go and support them. And it also makes sense why all these athletes are jumping into the YouTube game because due to COVID, there is no work, no arm wrestling for professional arm wrestlers. And like Ryan Bowen said, self-branding is very important these days. And all four of them are very late to be on YouTube. They should have started this way earlier. Just a couple of videos doing lifts and more than 1000 subscribers. These stars have definitely underestimated and underutilized their social media power. FILIP CICO Rids challenged Ryan Bowen for a $2,000 super match. Then Ryan Bowen uploaded a response video to it. Brief description about both videos. Philip said that if Ryan beats him, he could get some more legitimacy because he has wins over the guy that Ryan is trying to beat. So this goes back when Ryan Bowen challenged RVJ or said that he could beat RVJ a couple of weeks ago. And Philip has some wins over RVJ in the past. Philip said that he is going to hit US soil very soon and then they could have a match. So he said that if he is saying US soil, then $2,000 is not enough money for him to go to US for a match and then come back because the flights would cost more than that, I guess. And if he's saying Ryan Bowen soil, that is Australia, then he's ready to do it for $2,000. Gary Roberts organized a ruler of the nation format arm wrestling. There were about 20 guys there, with Paul Lynn and Paul Talbot being the biggest names. The rule was simple. If you get a win, you keep facing opponent after opponent till you take a loss. And if you go through all the 20 opponents unbeaten, unbroken, then you are number one. You are declared the winner. And the guy who is currently number two with most wins, he starts the same process. Paul Lynn won this contest as expected. The problem that I saw with this format is if you get a guy who is substantially stronger than the rest of the field and he's supposed to win, then most certainly he will win every time because it won't be difficult for him to beat everyone just once. no matter how many guys there are. Paul, Gary, and Uncle John all said that there needs to be some changes, some tweaking to be done with the format. The environment there was crazy, energetic, and exciting. So go ahead and watch the full video on ARM TV. Link in the description. Igor Mezurenko uploaded a response video to the Michael vs. Levon thing on his channel Armbets TV, and four of his athletes, Levon, Dmitry Trubin, Vitaly Lelatin, and Dave Chaffee, reacted to the situation. So basically, Levon said he has worked so hard to get to this spot, to the number one spot in the world, and Michael cannot arm wrestle him just like that. It does not work like that, and Michael has to go through everything that he did. So basically, he wants Michael to struggle for 2 3 years before he can pull him. And Levon also said that Igor had nothing to do with his decision of not pulling Michael Todd. He did not want to do that either. Dmitry Trubin also said that Michael first needs to win the Zloty, then have a transition fight, and then compete in the top 8 for Levon. He also mentioned that Michael even lost to him the last time they faced in a super match. Denis Siplenkov seemed to be talking the most sense out of these four. He continuously mentioned that Michael needs to talk to Igor, only Igor can do something about it. Because if Michael goes to the Zloty, he may not be able to win it because of his King's move style. He usually has longer matches and he will be drained by the time he gets to the final. But he also said that Michael has the potential to beat them all in a super match. Dennis also mentioned that the matches of this caliber should not happen in a garage or even a smaller stage, to which I completely agree. And people were really angry with Chaffee, or angry with Igor, I should say, because whatever Dave Chaffee was reading, it was quite evident that he was reading it off a script.
To give my thoughts. Quite frankly, it's how I thought it would go down. People are upset with Igor for not allowing Levon to compete in a match, but how can you really blame him? I know everybody wants to see the match, but Levon's in a contract right now with PAL.
But nobody is talking about, maybe Igor could have just said to Chaffee that we can only give you 1 minute in our video, so you should be prepared as to what you want to speak and condense it within a minute. So maybe he could have written a script for himself. You never know. It is very easy to say that Igor paid Chaffee and he was reading Igor's script, but he could have been reading a script that he has written himself. So Michael Todd won't sign a contract ever, and Igor won't let Levon pull outside of top 8. So this match won't happen till both Michael and Levon's contracts expire, and Levon also wants to pull Michael. Thank you guys for watching this. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with someone who thinks like you. My name is Pradeep, and I thank you so much for watching.